Hello everyone, welcome back to another video where today we're going to be talking about a theory I came across for Doctor Who's brand new episode Rogue, the Regency era episode of Doctor Who Season 1 or Series 14. This is very interesting and I wanted to break it down for you guys because I think this might actually be accurate. But before we get into that, do me a favour, subscribe if you're new, that'd be greatly appreciated. We are trying to get to 25,000 subscribers before Season 1 or Series 14 airs, and any support would be greatly appreciated in getting to that goal. But with that said, let's get into this. So you guys may or may not know, if you've been a fan of the channel for a while, that I love perusing Reddit from time to time. And I found this theory that I think could actually be accurate to the story of Rogue. This theory comes from Selective Scribbler 06 on the r/Doctor Who subreddit. A theory about an episode in the new series 1.6. Prediction as to the plot of Rogue. It says on the YouTube short that it's to do with the Countess of Pemberton. Well, I found this on the Regency wiki, and then it links to a wiki page on Sophie Bratton, Countess of Pemberton, who, to cut a long story short, was born in 1796. She wasn't able to attend school, but she was very intelligent and politically interested in the world. She had several romantic interests, including an Indian servant named Rajesh Patel Chopra, commonly known as Raj Patel, working at Suffolk House. But her interest sparked anxiety among her mother and grandmother, the Dowager Duchess. Her brother Sebastian and sister Elizabeth were also concerned with the match. Her father suggested a more appropriate match, and that resulted in her marrying Francis Bratton, her brother. Sophie was hesitant to this, and essentially planned to run away in secret with her lover Raj, but she was convinced not to by Edward McLaren when she discovered Francis's homosexuality and his secret arrangement with another man. She married him to conceal both of their affairs. So in short, Sophie Bratton had a fling with an Indian man named Raj that the aristocracy at the time did not look upon favourably, and Francis had an affair with another man, which of course was looked on even less favourably by the establishment. So they basically decided to marry each other in order to avoid either of their secrets getting out, which was apparently less weird than marrying either an Indian man or a man marrying another man. That's the 1700s for you. But what's interesting about this is that what's the most common thing we've seen of Rogue so far? That's right, a Regency man appearing to flirt with the Doctor.
My fingertips.
Oh, this is new.
You can't!
What if the Doctor is the man that Francis Bratton, who I'm assuming is Jonathan Groff's character, is falling in love with? All the while, this plan is basically put together to conceal this fact by everybody. The Reddit poster does go a bit more into depth, implying that the 8th of May 1813, which is the date on the leaflet, is when Colonel James Ball arrives in Perrysburg, Ohio, with 200 dragoons. Not dragons, dragoons. Which, as far as Wikipedia tells me, were a form of mounted infantry who used horses for mobility, but dismounted to fight on foot. And then a whole siege occurs. Now, as far as I can tell, according to Wikipedia, the dates for this is slightly wrong. It was actually the 8th of April, not the 8th of May. However, they could maybe be fudging the time zones a bit to make this work. Who knows? It wouldn't be the first time Doctor Who is not entirely historically accurate. And the siege could be replaced with an alien incursion rather than, a siege of actual people. And perhaps Indira's character, who appears to be alien, is trying to change the future in order to prevent the concealing of the marriage. What that would gain, I'm not sure, but there's some very interesting ideas here. Obviously, this theory doesn't explain everything, like how, for example, if we assume this is Francis Bratton, he seems to be aware of the Doctor and have alien technology of his own. However, that could be down to the bizarre time shenanigans we've already seen going on in Series 14 and things being mixed up and out of order. Another explanation could be that the aliens that we see in the episode are trying to speed up events, hence why maybe the siege takes place a month earlier than it's reported to, and perhaps that siege is enhanced by alien technology. Perhaps it's just the case that the Doctor's mere presence there is what causes Francis Bratton to fall in love in the first place, and that's kind of the thing. I mean, it wouldn't be the first time the Doctor ended up falling in love with a historical figure. Just ask Queen Elizabeth I.
Oh, good work, Doctor. Nice one. The Virgin Queen. So much for history.
And after you saying, oh, well, the Doctor's not gay, my response to that is Captain Jack Harkness.
Oh, sweet. Look at these two. How come I never get any of that?
Buy me a drink first,
Such hard work.
but worth it.
That's all I'm going to say on that. I mean, I don't really care what the Doctor's sexuality is, to be honest. And I mean, I think this could be a fun way of exploring a more obscure historical event that I wasn't aware of until this theory came along. Whatever the case, this does feel like a very fitting narrative for RTD2, you know, this idea of a hidden homosexual man in the nobility in Regency era England makes a ton of sense to me and feels very RTD, and I feel like Jonathan Groff would play that incredibly well, and does fit in perfectly with what we've seen from the episode so far. Obviously, RTD loves a bit of social commentary, and in particular, he loves talking about the demonization of homosexual people, either in Queer as Folk, It's Sin, Bob and Rose as well, all of those different shows he's worked on, but also the directors of Loki who worked on season 1 will have also worked on the episode that implies that Loki dated other princes. And I think it makes sense as a storyline. So I just hope that it's done well. So I want to thank Selective Scribbler 06 for this theory, and I want to let you guys know about it, and let me know what you think in the comments below. Do you think this is bang on the money? Do you think this is all bollocks? Whatever your thoughts are, drop them down in the comments below. Be sure to like the video if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, and I will see you later.